So today we're going to be doing a side-by-side tasting of our rosé. We produced a rosé in 2023 and 2024, and they both turned out quite different from each other, as you can probably see from the color in the glass. So we thought it would be fun to taste them side by side and talk about the differences and see which one you like best.
So did we have the 2023 in the original club shipment? Because I remember us having a rosé. Is it this
That's right,
one?
yeah, the
Same
2023 is the same one that was in the club shipment. And then the 2024 will release this spring. It's a much lighter wine, good for spring, summer, warm days, kind of a picnic wine, hiking wine, poolside wine. Yeah, it's very different. So what happened was in 2023, the rosé you had before, we always harvest and pick the grapes for rosé. We pick them earlier. It's the same grapes that we use to make our red wines, but we just pick them a couple weeks ahead of the red wine grapes, so that way they're higher in acidity, and yet still have good ripeness to them. And then in 2023, we let the grapes sit in their clusters, their whole clusters, and sit in a picking bin for about 8 hours. And we gently foot trod, they call it, kind of stepped on them, squished them a little bit to get the juices mixed in with the skins, but just kind of sitting there macerating together.
She did whole skin contact.
Yeah, little skin contact. So it's whole cluster, little foot trod, and break up the juices with the skins a little bit to get some of the color out of the skins of the grapes. And then let that sit there for about 8 hours, and then all of that went into the press, pressed the juice off the skins, and then it fermented in stainless steel. In 2024, it was very much a similar process in terms of picking early for rosé, having the grapes whole cluster, slightly foot trod, sitting in a picking bin, then going to press in stainless steel. The difference is in 2024, we only let it sit on the skins for an hour.
Oh, wow.
8 hours.
Wow, what a difference 7 hours makes.
I think the grapes in 2024 were just not as juicy as they were in 2023.
That's true. That is true. Yeah, the vintage was a little bit different, but we didn't expect all of the color that we got in 2023. We saw it come out and we're like, oh, whoops. It was a little more than we had anticipated. We wanted it to be a little lighter than that.
Yeah, I mean, it's very much grown on me, and I love the color. And on the flip side, I think we very much did not expect how light the 2024 would be.
Right.
Only
exactly
an hour of skin contact.
Yeah, we had our pendulum swing all the way from the left all the way to the right. So now we're debating for this coming up vintage in 2026 what to do. So that's why we want to have you guys weigh in and let us know what you think.
This is like the Price is Right method.
Exactly.
Like,
so start with the 24, actually the lighter version.
So the 24 was whole cluster as well?
Whole cluster as well. And both are Grenache and Mourvedre.
Is it the same percentages?
No, they're slightly different as well. So 2023 was about 60% Grenache, 40% Mourvedre. And then the 24 is 50-50.
Oh, huh.
So starting with the 2024.
Floral notes.
The aromas really pop out of this glass, more so than I remember.
Yeah, more floral and flowery than sort of the citrus.
This is really, really clean. Yeah, I mean, I say with a wine like this wine is going to appeal to just about everyone because it really checks every box.
Yeah, it's got a lot going on in the glass, and I definitely get the floral that you were talking about, but I also get a little kumquat citrus. It's not like overtly citrus,
But
it's
it's,
kind of light.
it is on the back.
Yeah, I think about what it was when we sort of did our initial tasting notes, and it's definitely changed a lot since then.
So were the bricks on both of the wines, I mean both the varietals, comparable both years?
Fairly similar both years, yeah. The alcohol percentages are fairly similar on both.
So you macerate all the grapes together, or do you do separate on the Grenache and the Mourvedre?
They get
all
picked
together.
at the same
All
time.
together.
All picked at the same time together. Yeah, that's a great question. And so then they're co-macerated and co-fermented
Yeah, because
together.
I'd wondered if someone would ever choose not to do a whole cluster on one type of grape versus the other.
I suppose if your lot size justified picking completely separately, and you basically kind of had to ferment them separately just due to space. For us, it made sense to just do it all together. We couldn't have done it separately.
Small batches, yeah, very small batches. And I would say that the effect of the cluster and the stem itself is not going to be seen either way in a rosé. It's not long enough. Whereas with a red wine, when you're fermenting whole cluster, that's where you're going to get the effect of the stems, because you're fermenting it for a period of 9 to 15 days on those stems. Which is much different than a couple hours.
2 to 10 hours.
Yeah.
So what made you decide 50-50 and 60-40?
That was honestly just logistics. What we end up doing is picking a row of each of the varietals. We have these very long rows on one part of the vineyard where the Grenache and the Mourvedre grow, and we usually just will pick one whole row of each for this. And so it depends on what type of yield each vine gave that year, and the percentage ratios are just purely by tonnage of what we picked.
Maybe it'll be 40-60.
Yeah.
No,
totally.
it's interesting.
So let's move to the 2023. Immediately on the nose, I can tell this has a more structure to it, like a little more robustness to the flavor.
And the mouth feels completely different. Whereas the 24 is very crisp. And dare I say, almost prickly at moments. The 23, because of the extended skin time, it's much smoother and supple, which isn't always what you look for in a rosé, but I really do appreciate it.
Yeah, I think also with this one, you could even think of food pairing.
Yes, I agree with that.
So there's definitely a part of you that you could say, drink all day and not think about food.
Exactly. Yeah, I almost feel like the 23 is more of a winter rosé. They can pair with a bunch of different food you're cooking at home. And the 2024 lighter rosé is, I'm hanging out in a sunny afternoon on the patio, or I'm bringing it with me on my hike. Type of rosé.
You're supposed to bring water on your hike.
Wine before water.